It is our relationship segment where we get real about romance, intimacy, and those tricky partner dynamics. From navigating an unmindful boyfriend who makes you feel unsafe to figuring out how to end a stagnant relationship, we've got candid advice to help you level up your God. What is it up with me today? We've got candid advice to help you level up your love life. Yeah, what do you think? Advice to help you leave. Just get me done with it. Get on out of there. I mean, God, on occasion, I'll tell you it's time to leave a relationship, but it's not my default answer. Just
one night we had like 3 of them.
Yeah, I know. What was up with you on that night?
2 in a row. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
You put most of the questions in there. I haven't added any recently. There was no good ones came through this week. My thing. Okay. So we're just going to start. Oh, but before we start, we want to make sure that you can, which mouse is this? I've got too many controls. All right. We want to make sure you can find us at latenightLove.us. You can send us your questions, comments, suggestions, etc. to Love It Late Night US. You can find us on your various favorite social media platform. And you don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, and a comment. And one of these years, Lovey will answer your comments. We swear.
Promise.
Yeah. It's a promise.
It will come eventually.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did not say that.
I did. Hey, it's the relationship part. I can do that.
All right. True.
All righty. What are we starting off with?
Okay, this poor girl, unmindful boyfriend.
Okay.
She's 29, he's 25, unsafe, cooking, knives, leaving cooking unattended, driving, walking. He doesn't pay attention, just walk out into traffic. It's just, she doesn't know how he's alive.
So what do you do? So the problem is
she feels unsafe. I wouldn't be in a car with him if he's not unsafe.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Well, you just drive, right? Well,
you drive.
Yeah, that one you can solve just by being the driver.
Yeah. But that may not be something she wants to do forever.
Well, there's a reason I drive.
You seem to be okay with it.
Well, yeah.
I can drive in an emergency.
Yeah, sure.
I can.
I
could. Stick.
I
can drive stick.
You can drive. Can you drive without hitting anything is the question.
In an emergency, does it really matter?
Well, it depends. Well, it depends. Anyway, before I get myself in trouble, let's see if we can help this poor young lady.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Sorry, hun.
Well, here's the thing. You're going to have to accept. He's 29, so you're going to have to accept that
Yeah. That's right.
He's 29. She's 25. So you're going to have to accept that this is his nature. And if it is, you're going to have.
You're not going to be able to change him.
No, because this is how he is. He's probably somewhere on the spectrum, we're going to guess, because that seems like very spectrumish behaviors.
It really does.
And so it's kind of one of those things that it's going to be what it's going to be. Some of that can be probably mitigated, right? One, like driving, you just don't let him drive. You drive. It's one of those things. If you can manage to let his license expire so he can't drive, and it's probably the best idea.
Yeah.
But all those other things, the leaving cooking unattended. Well, he's how bachelors are, frankly. So he's going to have to take some time to adapt to not being a bachelor. Some of that's just bachelor training and just needs to get out of the habit of doing it that way. Because it's your life. And no one else you can leave knives and stuff out on the counter because there's no one else to hurt but you, and there's no problem. Right? It's not a problem. because there's
Well, yeah.
so there might be some of that, but she's going to have to make a decision ultimately because it's not going to change. Is this one of those kind of deal breaker things? Is having to deal with this on a constant basis going to build resentment over time, or is this something you can accept? And because everything else that happens in the relationship is, he's kind and compassionate and works hard and all the other various stuff. He's just oblivious to the world around him.
Exactly. That's what's going on. Everything else is going well.
Well, then she's going to have to make a decision. Can she live with that equation?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to get less oblivious, right? You can probably train some of the behaviors out of him over time, right?
Let me tell you,
What?
there are certain things with you,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there are things with me that you are just completely out to lunch. Sometimes when I make a big major change in my appearance, how do I look, hun? Have you noticed anything?
Yeah. Well,
I love you. Yeah.
You got to understand with me, I don't see pictures in my head, so I can't compare. There's nothing I can compare anything to. So those kind of things, I'm just out of luck. Because I can't close my eyes and pull up a picture of you 5 years ago. I have to go find a picture of 5 years ago to compare it. I don't see pictures in my head. I'm one of those people. So the consequence of that is I'd be a terrible eyewitness. What were they wearing? I have no idea. They had clothes on.
But you remember what people say.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember what people say. I remember how they were feeling. There's all kinds of stuff. As long as I don't have to have a picture of it, I'm great. But it's also why I don't enjoy reading books that have a lot of visual descriptions, because I can't paint the picture. Yeah. So it's just useless. Get me through to stuff that matters. Which is why I like Isaac Asimov, because he talks about concepts.
Just thinking that.
Because he talks about concepts. He doesn't spend a lot of time drawing the picture. He leaves that to you to create on your own, which means I don't have to. So makes it easy for me. Yeah. So yeah, she's just going to have to make a decision. Is the relationship beneficial enough that she can accept his nature as it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Write down the pros. What you really love about him.
And for the love of God, start driving. That's
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
Okay. This one, a complete virgin. I don't know what different between a virgin and a complete virgin. But
my suggestion is she's probably never even done oral. So,
okay.
So she's just
nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Complete virgin. My friend suggested casual sex. How can I respond? Well, you have to think about this, you're going to remember their first time forever. How do you want to remember that emotionally?
Well, one, how do you respond to your friend? One, how do you respond to your friend is to tell him to mind his own business.
Well,
unless, of course, she brought up and they were having a conversation about it. And so they're having a conversation about it. And so he goes, for the love of God, just go do it if it's bothering you so much. So it kind of depends on the conversation. Right? She may have made it his business, but what I'm saying, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And so it's going to, well, just go knock it out just so you're over it, so it's no longer.
That is just such a.
It is. It's a guy answer.
Thank you.
I'm not going to deny that it's a guy answer. It's a guy answer. Now, doesn't mean that all guys feel that way. We'll say it, but it doesn't mean that's how we actually feel. So you have to be careful with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll say it. Doesn't mean we're going to go do it. We're just as insecure as everybody else. We may want to, doesn't mean we get to, you know. Heck, we can try. Unlike women, especially young women, we can't go out and just go get it done. It doesn't work like that for us.
Go to a bar, sit down, wait 10 minutes, you're in.
Doesn't know. It's not how it works for men. It's just not. We get rejected far more often than we get accepted. So, especially if you're just looking for casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because the pool is small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pool of casual sex that's in the zone is a little small at any given time.
Yeah. And women get to be choosy and men don't. Just saying.
Is that where anybody? Dang near anybody. You can hate them and you'll still do it.
Well, some. If they've been rejected enough, yeah. You'll take whatever phony piece of compassion and the human attachment you can get. Oh, you'll feel crappy about it tomorrow, but that's tomorrow, man. That's tomorrow's me's problem.
So, to the young lady, don't want to, remember it the next day and regret it. Think about this.
But here's also the thing. If you get the flying urge to go down and don't be afraid to go do that either. Just don't do it just to do it. But if you're hormonies and all saying are just, you know what, tonight I'm going to go down to the bar and get laid. I'm just going to do it. And go ahead, knock yourself out. Don't be afraid. But don't do it because your best friend said so or because your friend suggested it. Do it because that's what you want, at least in that moment. You'll probably regret it tomorrow, but that's right. So the rest of us do.
Are you kidding? She is a rare person.
Yeah.
She should put an ad in a paper. This is what I want to do. That's
the worst thing she should do.
I want a room. At that
stage, you're just selling yourself.
Through.
At that stage, you might as well just be selling yourself. Do it as the natural way, which is either you go off and you find a relationship and you have
then you end up in a car.
Well, no, she's 22. She's old enough to get herself a hotel room.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if she really wants to. Now, you've got two choices, right? You can either find your relationship and you wait until you have a relationship, marriage even, you make that decision and you're going to go through that and you go that path. Or when the mood strikes, you go out and you strike it.
And I'm saying get somebody you at least care about.
I'm saying let nature take its course.
That you really like.
I'm just saying let nature take its course one way or the other.
And it's nice to you. It's a gentleman.
Well, that should go without saying. We should not have to actually say that to young women to go out and find somebody who's nice and kind. That should be the default. That should be the expectation. You gotta spell it out. They don't know. They don't know what they're doing. Clearly, if we have to tell them the most basic thing, human thing, you need to, before anything else, they should be nice and you should be kind. Hello? That should be the default. That should be without saying. I was more somebody who took charge, and was a power player, That's all great after you got the kind part done. Yeah. Well, I didn't pay attention to that. Because I was still new, and it was about what if I got pregnant? Do they have resources? Young ladies and gentlemen out there, the very first thing on your list, are they kind? Very first check mark. Nothing else is relevant unless they check that one off. Can we make that as a default statement? Yes, I think we can. Unfortunately, we need to. That's a default. Every people out there, for the love of God, kindness is the one thing. Everything else can be trained. The kindness is a lot. Cannot. Sorry. Okay.
I agree. Okay, my nan passed away and he went out with the boys. So she called and told him, and he was very sympathetic.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, okay, well, I'll see you later. So after work, he went out with the boys. He didn't go over to her house.
Well, because he's stupid. Because she didn't ask him to. This is one of these things, ladies, where you have to tell him exactly what you want. My nan passed away. I don't want to be alone. Can you come spend some time with me tonight? Yes, I will be there. My nan passed away. How you doing? I'm okay. All right. Me and the boys had plans to go out, so I'll see you tomorrow.
He should have been honest then. Okay, I'll see you later tonight.
Well, we're stupid. I'm just saying. He may have meant he was going to come out, but this is why men think we're going to do things and then we end up not doing it because for whatever reason. But she needs to be. This is one of those times where, ladies, you have to be clear. I'm not saying he wasn't stupid. Don't get me wrong, right? The default is, yeah, I'm going to go buy you some dinner and I'll be over there shortly, right? That should be your default.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go pick.
The boys would get canceled.
Yeah, no, you recruit the boys to help. The boys are the ones who go pick up the dinner and bring it to you, right? The boys are perfect for that. They've got no problems helping. He just didn't think to ask because he's not even 30 yet. 35, he'll know the answer.
Yeah.
You know why he'll know the answer at 35? Because he screwed this one up. This is what we call the learning experience. So, yes. So, men, in the future, when someone calls, when your significant other person calls you up and says something, they're dealing with some form of trauma, your immediate response is not, "Are you okay?" It's, "Do you need me to bring you some food?" That's the question you ask. Because that way she'll get an answer, you'll get an answer. Yes. She won't know. So you're going to have to guess.
She wants to see you. She'll say yes.
Yeah. So you're going to have to get her whatever the blandest thing, if you happen to know what she likes.
Tacos.
If you happen to know what she likes, great. If you don't, the blandest thing she'll eat, right? It just doesn't, it's not really relevant at that point what it is. The fact that you're even thinking about it is what's going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just as long as you kind of know, I think she likes this, you'll be fine. Doesn't matter. So, but that's your response. And
that's a good one.
And if she needs something, you recruit the boys to come in and help. Right? In the coming days, she's going to need something, right? She'll need things. She's going to need people to move stuff or whatever it is. You recruit those boys to help. This is why, because now she's got a positive relationship with your friends. Your friends have come to her in her time of need. So they've shown that they, at least as friends, care enough to show up when asked. The boys are great at showing up when needed, right? This is what the boys are for.
They like doing that.
They're no more than young men, and the boys love feeling useful. So yeah. So let them feel useful. So recruit and this is what men forget. We forget to recruit the boys into help. Right?
Okay.
But that's how your partner develops a relationship with your friends. So they can see what it is you see. Otherwise, you just see you acting stupid.
Getting in trouble.
Yeah. I don't understand your relationship. It's because they didn't get to see you pull together and solve problems and help each other.
Yeah.
She just gets to see you guys screwing around.
Yeah.
She doesn't get to see you help pull the guy's truck out. She doesn't get to see you out there at 2 a.m. when pouring rain, trying to fix someone's leaky roof. She didn't get to see all that. all the things that have built that relationship over the last however many years. Yeah. She just gets to see you guys go nerd out on D&D or whatever it is. And she doesn't understand the relationship because she hasn't experienced it. So when there's an opportunity and they're useful, use them. That's what they're there for the love of God. The boys are great at that. And they're also great at being stupid. So, okay.
I have been stuck in an unhappy relationship with my boyfriend for some time now, and I don't know how to end things. It's been 3 years. She's tried.
Okay.
She's not saying why. This was a very short one.
Well, she's generally unhappy. It doesn't matter why, because if it had been some abuse or something, she would have said that there would be some implication. So it's just generally unhappy. They're not meant for each other. And this is one of the classics. It's not you, it's me, because it is.
Mm-hmm.
She's unhappy. They're not working together. When you have to end something, you don't put the responsibility on the other person. You accept the responsibility for ending it.
And that means, you're going to feel like the bad guy.
You want to deliberately make yourself the bad guy. Because that's how they get out of the relationship. See, because you're the ones ending the relationship. You're going to feel better when it's over. Okay? You know it. So for that short period of time, go ahead and be the bad guy so they can leave the relationship feeling better.
Consider it a parting gift.
Yeah. Don't make it about them. Make it about you. You accept the responsibility for the relationship not working.
And actually, it's honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. You're not being dishonest. You're being completely honest.
Yeah.
You're just ignoring their role in whatever that happened because it's not relevant anymore.
Because you're talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
you've made your decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't matter what he did.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what role they play. You're accepting responsibility for ending the relationship because you've made the choice. And that means you're going to be the bad guy for that short particular period of time so they can feel better about the ending of the relationship because you dang well know that you're going to feel better about it
in about 24 hours.
Yeah. So, take the short-term L for the long-term win and everybody's better off in the long run.
I agree.
Okay.
All right. Now we go into our adult questions.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Okay.
I talked with my boyfriend about his gentleman's sausage smelling terrible in the nicest way possible, and he got mad. What should I do?
Well, one, it's probably not mad. It's embarrassment. Then it pops out as anger. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is
Isn't there like special deodorant and things?
You can buy them now, but here's the thing. If they're using deodorants or powders to prevent the smell, you're just going to have to go hop in a shower anyway to get all the stuff off.
Before you're intimate.
So it's kind of irrelevant. The solution is the same either way.
Shower first.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I know you work hard every day. And so,
Yeah.
You lead it off with the compliment.
And maybe if they like that kind of thing, she could shower with him.
Yeah. So the thing is, this is one of those things. It's a difficult enough subject to broach anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
And so if you do it in a way that feels like an attack, personal attack, because it's going to feel that way anyway.
But she was tried. She to be as gentle as possible.
Yeah, but sometimes you need
the subject matter is the subject matter, and it's an embarrassing issue.
It's an embarrassing issue anyway, and so you're going to have to.
I agree.
So you're going to have to kind of lead with the softening thing of, I know you work hard, and I get it, but this is going to have to be dealt with.
Just try and be a little practical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, should she address his feelings? I know this is embarrassing for you, or I think this is embarrassing. You seem to be embarrassed.
Well, if you're going to do that, don't label the emotion for him. So you say, I know this is a difficult subject to discuss.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Because you can guess wrong. You might be wrong on the emotion he's feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
And so if you're going to do that, if you're going to acknowledge his emotion, you want to make sure that you know which emotion it is. So let him label it. He may not know, right? It's likely embarrassment, and that gets transferred quickly into, so he may not know. So I understand it's difficult for you to discuss. I know you work hard. I know this is underhand for you, difficult to discuss. I know you work hard, but I want to be more intimate with you, but this is a barrier. It's not a personal thing. You work hard. I get it.
Yeah. It's not like he doesn't shower. I mean, he showers, and everything. He has. That's why she was so perplexed,
Well, now here's the thing. If there's an ongoing issue, even after a shower, then that's a medical thing.
Yeah.
If he's hygienic, and we're not talking about he's coming home from work and being lazy and wants to engage without, cleaning up after a hard day's work, that's a different question than I got out the shower and I still smell. If you're clean and you still smell, that's a medical issue that needs to be dealt with. There's something wrong.
Okay.
Now, how serious something wrong is, could be a diet thing, right? Could be eating too much garlic or too much curry or something, and then it comes out the pores. So but that's a medical thing. So that's actually a bit of information, a nice bit of information to have, because there's a difference between, hey, I want to be intimate after a long, hard day's work, and I don't feel like cleaning myself up after that. That's a different discussion than with, hey, there's a medical issue going on here. If I'm perfectly hygienic but still having a displeasant odor, there's something to be dealt with. Maybe it's diet.
Okay.
Maybe it's too much garlic or onions or curry or any of those things that come out through the pores. Lots of
vitamins. There are some herbs.
Alcohol. Yeah.
Okay.
There's lots of theories for that.
Maybe even medication he's taking. Could not.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of things. So if it's not a hygiene issue, then it's a medical issue, and that needs to be dealt with. Forget embarrassment. Yes, I know. No one wants to go to the doctor and say, hey, doctor, my junk stinks. But you know what? You're going to have to go tell your doctor your junk stinks.
He's heard it before.
So,
yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's embarrassing. Trust me. It's like having to go, hey, doctor, can you look at my butthole, please? Because there feels something there when I clean myself, And yeah, no one wants to do that, but guess what? It has to happen.
On occasion.
As you get older, it happens more often. So get used to it now. Okay.
How can I deal with my boyfriend not liking to give oral? Well, I have a question. If she didn't like to give oral and he demanded it, how would she feel?
Exactly. But is that the same thing? Is it? So that's the first question, right? Are we talking equal? Are we being equal judgy here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we being equal judgy? But let's assume for a minute that she's perfectly fine to take one for the team, so to speak, even if she's not entirely into it. She's willing to take one for the team, so to speak.
Birthday.
Whatever.
Christmas.
But here's the thing.
But I won't swallow.
What's the point? Okay, so here's the thing. One, you got to figure out why. Oftentimes, they just don't know what to do. Well, because remember, no one's in
the alphabet.
There's no real instructions. You cannot, by definition, you cannot see what you're doing.
Correct.
So you're guessing at best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You're going by reaction.
Reaction and feel, and not everybody's sophisticated on.
That's why I always felt a lot of communication was very important.
Yeah, but it doesn't make much. I don't know.
Well, you can moan and then you can go, ouch, or,
Well,
I mean, come on.
Well, yeah.
Yes, please, more, harder, softer. Come on.
And you could also, we can go back to the question above, make sure that you are
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're hygienic.
Well, hygienic in the way that they like. Not everybody likes the taste of soap.
Or if you're going to douche, the vinegar, they don't like that. Don't want solid.
Yeah. So, so there is all that. So maybe find out why. And that's a difficult question but I would, because it may be a psychological hang up, not a physical one.
Because he just doesn't know what he's doing.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
Maybe he's not confident. Hey,
maybe he's had a bad experience in the past. And so he's carrying that trauma onto you, which happens far too often.
Well, maybe he was criticized.
Maybe he was criticized, or maybe there was a malicious odor on or before, who knows? The potentials for that kind of thing to go wrong. And if it goes wrong on your first time, or first time or two,
yeah. Forget it. Off the menu.
Yeah, and if you're now at 40, right, everything has happened at this point, and nothing really kind of. But if you're young and you kind of have a bad experience, it can shade everything. Or if you had a bad partner and now you're afraid.
So maybe if she would ask questions and just to understand what's going on, just help her be more accepting.
Yeah. And you always find a thing is it's just not that interested. And is it that any different than a woman who's not interested in?
I know, exactly.
And these are kind of things you have to work through in a relationship. And there's no correct answer. There's the answer you come up with.
Maybe there's something else you like that you can request on a more frequent basis that he likes to do.
Yeah.
Work with him.
Yeah. Or maybe he just wants to watch you and Sally have fun. Who knows? I'm not suggesting it. I'm just saying. Okay.
Now, realistically, how many men, if you offered that, would say, I don't know?
Well, it depends.
Okay.
How many young men would say it?
Because there is a myth out there, an urban myth, that a man will never, ever turn down watching two women having sex.
Well, a young man, 80% of the time, right? 80, 85, because you've always got the 10% highly religious people, or the 10% who are so anxious or so embarrassed about their own self that they couldn't go through it. They just can't do it. So I don't know if that's 15%. I don't know if it's 20%, but somewhere in there.
All right.
But yes, the rest, young men. Yeah. The older you get, the higher percentage the percentage will go down.
Yeah.
Simply based upon experiences and whatnot, and been there, done that, and all those kind of things.
Okay.
Right. I've seen that on YouTube. I don't need to see it. You've seen one, you've seen them all. Yeah, those type of things. So as you get older, you're less driven by hormones. Those type of things become. It's not that you'd necessarily say no, but what do I got to do tomorrow? How long is this going to take? Other factors come into play that you completely ignore when you're young, right? Screw tomorrow.
My back hurts. Yeah. I just can't right now. How about next month?
I don't have my glasses. It's just. So there's 100 things. It just. So again, it's the age of the person in question.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
maybe the maturity level.
Yeah.
You might want to add to.
Add that in there. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Our last question.
Okay. What do we got?
I get horny looking at me. He has video. He taped himself with partners.
Okay.
And now he, instead of watching porn, he brings this up and watches it. And he's wondering, is this just too bizarre? Is something wrong?
Is it too bizarre? Well, no, it's within the realm of things. As long as your partners knew that they were being filmed.
Yeah, they did. It was.
Then we're all copacetic. You're within the range of acceptable.
He's not selling it. He's not posting it. Yeah. It's personal use only.
I can assume why, because you kind of harkens back to a pleasurable experience. I could.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's on the scope of things humans do for
this is really not.
No, and you've done it right. You've asked permission for the people. You've gone. So I've got no problems with it. Is it out the realm of, do I understand it? No. Why do I want to see me? But
I just sit there and be.
I don't want to see
why
this.
did I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at my hair.
So then there's all that. So I don't get it, but I don't have to get it. It's not. Yeah. But again, he did everything right. He got permission. He doesn't use it improperly. It's just for his own personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now here's the thing: if you have this kind of collection, for the love of your family's sake, think of what happens to it when you pass.
Yeah, you might want to have somebody you trust, come in and dispose of those. A trusted family member.
Put it behind an encrypted password so no one can find it, and say, "Do not look," or whatever. You really don't want to see this. Of course, then make people look. So that would be I do the exact opposite.
You will need brain bleach.
Yeah, if you look at this, you will need brain bleach. So there is that danger of those kind of personal collections, right? It is that a family's going through your stuff at the end of your life, and these things are around, and they get a view of you that no one really was interested in seeing. And yeah. So if you can, have a plan for that, or at least someone in the family, leave them a note. No one wants to look in that hard drive. Just throw it out, right?
Yeah.
Just that type of thing would be my suggestion. Just make sure someone has instructions to deal with that with dignity, because it's not just you.
Yeah.
Remember, it's other people as well.
Yeah.
So deal with that would be my suggestion. You've done everything else right, so make sure you end it properly as well. Good advice. All right, relationships can be a roller coaster, but with open communication, we can smooth out those bumps. Thanks for hanging in there with us through all the ups and downs. All right,
we covered a lot tonight.
We did. We covered a lot tonight. But that's it for me and Lubby. We guys want to thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and do all that good, fun stuff. Then you can find us at latenightLove.us. You can also find us on KUBU Radio, KUBU 965, on Live 365, whatever time we're on. Have a good night. And please remember to love everybody.
Good night.